Hi and welcome to the Geek Legion of Doom. This is a B-movie review and I'll be having a look at the movie Apocalypse Z, also known as Zombie Massacre. This film is produced by Uwe Boll, who has actually a brief cameo as the President of the United States. That should give you a very good idea about what this film's going to be like. It's obviously got its tongue firmly in cheek, but also it's got an extremely low budget. So the actual film concerns a zombie outbreak which has been caused by some kind of accident that's been brought on by mankind, specifically the US government. And what they do is it's basically confined at the moment to a town in Romania, and they send in a group of kind of mercenaries who are led by this bloke who's been sort of in prison, and they sort of promised them money, and the leader guy, they promised him sort of give him his daughter and back and kind of wipe his criminal record. With the basic idea that they're going to go into this small town and basically detonate a nuclear reactor to sort of wipe the town off the face of the earth. And of course, it's obviously filled with a variety of nasty-looking zombies. Of course, the government kind of wants to sort of destroy all traces of them as well, so obviously they try and screw them in the process. So that's the basic plot of this film. Now, it's as I said, it's a very, very low budget film, and it does show in certain aspects. The one good thing I'll say about this, I actually think the zombie makeup is pretty decent. They have some good zombie effects, some fairly good sort of gore effects. You also kind of got this like super zombie at the end who reminds you very much of the Resident Evil Nemesis, if you've ever seen that. This isn't the first zombie film that these people have done. I forget I think it's a duo of directors and obviously the producer of Uwe Boll, and they also made the film Eaters. I'm not sure if that's actually going to be in the same universe as this. I haven't actually seen that one, so I couldn't tell you with any certainty. There's a little kind of sort of section in the end here with other characters, so I'm guessing that's either set up for a sequel or it's relating to an earlier film, but I don't know either way on that one, unfortunately. So I guess the main issues here is, as I say, that apart from the zombie effects, the kind of budget really does show. The first kind of maybe quarter of this film is very much set on green screen. It looks very obvious. The latter part of the film really is more sort of set in location, so kind of that looks a little bit better. You almost sort of forget about the first part of the film where it's primarily all on the green screen stages and things like that. But it kind of is noticeable when you first watch it. The acting is also yeah, it's pretty bad. Dialogue is so stilted for the most part. I did like, there's a Scottish guy who's going to be this sort of demolition expert. I have to say, I did like his character, but for the most part, the acting is pretty ropey, I have to say. The actual mercenary group consists of three guys. Of the Scottish sort of demolition expert, the kind of the leader, who's just like this massive built bloke, who's like a bodybuilder. And you've kind of got this like French sniper and this sort of female who doesn't really say anything, who looks like a massive chav. They're the sort of principal cast, and they kind of go and meet a few other sort of characters along the way. It's a pretty forgettable film, to be honest with you. There's nothing really, I mean, there's some huge plot holes here, some massive gaps in sort of logic and things like that. And to be honest with you, with these films, where they're kind of almost winking at the audience, I think maybe some people would think, oh, we can kind of get away with it being stupid, but it's just, you know, it's just that type of film. And you can, but I almost feel that's maybe an excuse that you can kind of give these sort of films where they're just, you know, that they're just kind of like a bit shoddy, but we kind of forgive them because, oh, it's a bit of a self-parody. Like I said, I think the zombie effects aren't too bad, so I will give it that. There are some sort of reasonable action scenes, but when they get, I have to say, when they get a sort of hand-to-hand combat, which they kind of do with some regularity, it's pretty poorly conceived. They have the kind of fight at the end with the kind of the military guys, and that looks just crap, to be honest with you. I'm going to give this one a 3 out of 10. It's not certainly not the worst zombie film I've ever seen, but it's by far from even average. Leave me a comment, and I look forward to seeing you soon.